Okay, status check, go, no go for LOI. Retro?
We're go flight all the way.
Green light. Fido?
We're go flight.
Guidance.
We're go with no attitude.
Control? Telcom? GNC? ECOM, are you go? Surgeon?
We're go.
O&P? AFD? FAO?
Go.
Green light. Network? Okay, Capcom, give me a green light and we'll go for LOI.
Also going well with our count, we will stand by as we again bring hydrogen back to the third stage. You will see how that operates. We're now at T-minus 2 hours, 9 minutes, 4 seconds and counting.
First attempt to fire a man-made moon into orbit.
All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new Let's Play of Buzz Aldrin's Space Program Manager. I want to intro in because it seems like the best way how to introduce the game to a new viewer. This game is all about managing your space program and doing the things the right way. I like it because it's kind of brutal. I owned it since last Christmas, but I gave it a try only once back then, and then I tried to play it during September a bit, and I really liked it, so I decided that it's gonna be our next Let's Play. I'm gonna do it the Iron Man mode. When things go down, they will stay down, and we will just see how far we can get in this game. One thing that I really like about it is that it's pretty rough and very hard. But I'm gonna explain everything as we go. So we're gonna play a new game. There's 3 options. You can play the Soviet campaign, you can play the USA campaign, or you can play the GSA campaign, or you can have the sandbox options. We're gonna play the USA because I found out that the few Let's Plays that are on YouTube are mostly from the Soviet campaign. So I'm gonna do the NASA one, and if we crash and burn early, we might do the Soviet one. What I like about the game very much is that it's very historical. It has it has all the realistic or real-world programs, and it has some that never took off. So we'll have a chance to meet them all as USA. And the Soviets have their own. So based on your campaign, you have very different choices and future. So we're gonna go with the USA, and we have 3 options. We have normal, we have hard, and we have buzz hard. We're gonna go with the hard option, and that seems like a good middle ground. I don't really believe buzz hard is a good choice for us because it forces you to be pretty gamey, I guess, and maybe we'll try the Soviets later on in the if we restart the campaign. But right now I'm gonna play on hard. Normal is very easy. I played the game twice, as I mentioned in their entirety. I never got very far. Actually, I got only like an hour in. And both of them were on normal, and once you get the hang of it, it becomes super easy. So let's go hard, because hard in this game really means hard, or so I have been told. So we're gonna start, and I'm gonna do my best to familiarize you with the game before we start. I'm gonna explain everything as we go, so bear with me if we're a bit slower in the beginning, but I'll do my best to get you up to speed and so you can follow what I'm doing. So, welcome to NASA. Welcome to NASA, Administrator. My name is Dr. Werner von Braun, the famous guy from the VOUT-2 program, and I'm an engineer specializing in rocket design. The duties in your new appointed role involve managing the space agency by opening programs, hiring employees, allocating resources, and planning and executing missions. Behind me lies the space complex, the place from where all your management activities will take place. I suggest you start by visiting the headquarters in order to open up your first program. I also strongly suggest that you start the construction process for the Mission Control Center, the Astronaut Center, and the Vehicle Assembly Building. Please use the magnifying glass button in order to find out the locations of each buildings. Don't forget to look for me inside headquarters, where I'll give you an estimation of the probability of success of your missions. It's actually very, very, very important. The success is never 100%. It's usually a good idea to never go below 90%, and even then it's a bit risky. I'll explain why as we go. So we have a new budget per season during the next 4 years, and that is $2,750 US. You can see that we have in this lower left corner, we have 18,500 right now, and we're gaining 2,161 per season. Now the thing is, once you run out of money and you fall below zero on your current amount, if you don't get to, well, actually I don't think you can fall below zero by spending, but if you fall below zero at any moment, it is automatically game over immediately. So that's something that I did try in the last playthrough when I was testing the recording and everything. And turns out that's an immediate game over. So we have to be really careful about our budget. I will do my best to always be in green unless I know that we will, be absolutely okay. So the minimum and maximum target prestige, which you can see up here, is 250 and 2,500. I guess that if you are below 250 at the end of the 4-year period, you are game over as well, because the game doesn't really give you second chances. So we need to have at least 250 and better 2,500, because if we can get to 250, we're gonna get a budget increase to 3,800. But if we get to 2,500, we get a budget of 8,000. Anything between will put us between these numbers. So prestige is what this game is all about, because if you have high prestige, you get more money, and as you get more money, you can do more stuff, build bigger buildings, and things go well from there. How do you get prestige? Well, you're going to get it by random events as well, but you mostly get it by succeeding in your missions, launching things up in space and then not having them fall down back at you, and vice versa. If they do fall back at you, and if they kill someone especially, you lose a lot of prestige. So here you can see it's the first season of 1955. We have 4 seasons in each year. And this is our space center. Now, I'm using the magnifying glass that the game has suggested. We have NASA buildings. Each have their very own meaning. We have the Astronaut Center, which is not built. We have, I'm going to say that this is where your astronauts are managed and trained. We have the Public Affairs Office, which is here. I actually use this one just as a gateway to programs and stuff, but I think target prestige levels. Oh, okay, this one also, that's true. It shows you the overall status of your campaign. We have the headquarters here. That's actually pretty important because that's where the R&D takes place. The Mission Control Center we don't have. We have the museum, which is here. Review personnel and goal stats and pay respects to your fallen flight crews. There will be billions. SUD Center is here. That's a research place. And we have the Vehicle Assembly Building. We actually don't have any of those. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna build the astronaut center right now. You can see that it will have a maintenance of 175 per season, so it's gonna take my income down a bit, but that's okay. We do need astronauts because we're not gonna use them right now, but we will train them. We will recruit them immediately and start training them. We do need a mission control center. For the same reason, without mission control center, we can't really launch anything. And it costs 150 only, so that's pretty good. But again, I'm building it immediately because that will allow us to recruit people and train them. And we're also gonna get the vehicle assembly building because we do want to research rockets. Unfortunately, you can't research rockets if you can't build them. Makes a limited amount of sense, honestly, but yeah. So for our season, we have we have built the 3 buildings. I think they will be all ready in. No, actually, the mission control will be ready in 1 season. These 2 in 2 seasons. Now, how do you manage your programs? I'm gonna do a little detour here. Oh wait, that's the wrong building here. And I'm going to show you the solar system. Under each of the planets and stars, this is the sun, we have the amount of finished, or actually no, that's opened programs and possible programs. Both of these numbers will go up as we progress. But we are more interested in these than these. These are the things that we're working on. These are the things that we can do. Right now, we can only do things around Earth. It shows you... Oh, actually, it shows you all of them. I did not notice that. So, right now, we can do Explorer 1 program, which was the first satellite of USA. We have the Pegasus satellite. We have the Bio satellite. We can do Orbiting Frog Autolith. We can do X-15 experimental spaceplane. We can do the Project Mercury, Project Gemini. We can do the Circumlunar Gemini test flights in Earth orbit, the Lunar Orbiter Gemini test flights in Earth orbit, Gemini Direct Ascent test flights in Earth orbit, Gemini EOR test flights in Earth orbit, and the Project Apollo test flights in Earth orbit. Then we have a lot of things that we can do on the moon. We have some things that we can do with Venus and Mercury. There are Pioneer Sun Orbiter, okay. We have a lot of Mars things, we have a lot of Jupiter things, we have a lot of Saturn. Well, actually, no, that's not a lot of. And we can do nothing with Uranus and. Wait. Neptune. Okay, that's Neptune. So we can't do anything with Neptune and Uranus, unfortunately. The game has a minor it's a minor letdown that you can't do future missions, and it has zero, as far as I know, zero modding capabilities. So there's no way how to put new things in, which is, it's a bummer. It's a bummer, but there's still a lot of things to do. So, how do you do things? When you click on each of the planet, you have the programs here. We have the orbiting research satellites. We have the space planes here. We have the 1 crewed ballistic capsules. We have the 2 crewed ballistic capsules and 3 crewed ballistic capsules. We don't really want to deal with anything other than the Earth orbiting satellite right now, which is the Explorer 1. That's an important thing. And we do... Oh, sorry. My bad. We do want to look at the space planes. I'm actually going to start with the space planes because those seem less horrifying than shooting things up. So when you open a program, any kind of a program, you pay a one-time fee and then you pay a monthly fee or seasonal fee for the program. So I'm going to do this. We have opened it, and now you can see the mission configuration selection. We have only one thing, which is the X-15, which has current reliability of 3%. So if we launched this thing now, there's a 97% chance it will fail, which is awesome. We're not gonna launch it immediately. Hey, I apologize, I still need to get the hang of it. There is a number of buttons here that I keep ignoring, so I need to look at this. So one thing I want to do during this playthrough is that I want to learn a bit more about the space program and how it took place. So there's gonna be a lot of reading. I apologize if you guys don't care or are not interested in it. I'm gonna let you skip and I won't judge you. But for me, this is a tour to learn more about the game and about our world as well. So, space planes. This program category has the objective of building and successfully deploying suborbital or suborbital space planes, airdrop by a carrier plane or launch atop a rocket, and study the aerodynamic behavior of winged bodies beyond transonic speeds. This program also validates the concept of a spacecraft capable of landing on a runway, which allows for potential reusability. And the X-15 was a real-world space plane. There's a lot on the wiki around it. I notice just shows us the information, yes, about the program. So this program consists of a rocket-powered experimental aircraft that can reach velocities over Mach 6 and altitudes of over 100 kilometers. These characteristics make the aircraft suitable for performing research at the edge of the space and gathering useful data for the design of future crewed spacecraft. Pretty cool. Now, if we do this mission, we will see that we get 100 prestige for this one. And we can do this one because we haven't done the first mission. Okay, but I know that if we finish all of these, we will safely get the necessary prestige to advance. So, what do we do with the space planes? Well, the thing is, we have the set center, which is the research place, and we got, 5 people here that can research. As we already do have a project, I can start assigning these people to that, but the problem is that these people are not very good, as you can see here. Now, we do have each of these guys. For example, Graham Gaston has rockets on 40%, space probes at 32%, human-rated rockets at 26.9%, crewed spacecraft at 42.4%, and EVA suits at 30%, which is not really impressive. None of these guys is actually really impressive, especially Brady is really shitty. He doesn't know anything and he costs a lot. Now I can hire additional people here. There's quite a lot of them, and we will do that. But the research is bread and butter of the space program. So what I'm gonna do here is a thing that I found like a good idea, and I'm gonna immediately upgrade the set center to level 2. This is gonna give us an extra 400 of maintenance or cost per season, but it is important because we need to get as many scientists as possible. The reason for this is that 5 is not enough. Each program can have 4 people working on it. I'm gonna show it to you here. When we go to space planes and we go to the flight test, we're gonna R&D the mission components. So you can see here that we can add 4 people. They will be ranked by their capabilities, and I like them. I like these guys, but if we open this program, we will put 4 people on it. If we open at least another one, that gives us only 1 guy on the other one, and we have maximum of 7, so we will be 1 short. And there's the next thing that comes to play here, and that is that you can train your people. You can give them various trainings that will increase their skill by this much. There is a diminishing effect curve here. So for example, if you put him on space probes, who is this, Alexander? Yeah, that's Alexander Cole. If we put Alexander Cole on the space probes, he will get additional 25 because he's at only 34. But if we train him on human-rated rockets, he would only get 16 because he's already at 57. So our goal is to always research at max speed, but also always train our people so that we have increasing amount of professionals. So this is what I'm gonna go for here. We're gonna have 7 people now. I think that after the upgrade... Oh, you won't show me now, will you? No, you won't. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you won't show me. So I think that after upgrade we'll have like, I don't know, 12, maybe 14 people available. If there's a progression, I don't know how this progresses exactly. So if we have 14 people, then we will be able to always train some and put some on the program. So, what are we going to do now? I want to also open the Explorer 1 program. The Explorer program is... This program comprises the launch and deployment of a satellite equipped with instrumentation. The program provides a regular mission configuration that lasts for 1 season and an extended mission configuration that lasts for 3 and grants a higher prestige when completed. We're going to try to complete both of these. The second one is just the extension of the first one. Explorer 1 was actually the first USA satellite that got into orbit. It was preceded by Sputnik 1, but compared to Sputnik 1, this one actually had more interesting instruments there, so it was like a better version of Sputnik. So we're going to open that program as well. The reason for this is that, this is what I wanted to show you. We can't really do a rocket research here because we don't have a vehicle assembly building, but we can already start researching the Explorer 1 probe. So I'm gonna put some people on here. We're gonna put Mildred Landis here, and we're gonna put Dante Burke here. Now you can see also that the projected improvement is not increasing gradually. So the more people you put on a program, you get the diminishing returns. So with 4 people, we have, with only 1 person, we have 10. Well, actually, this might be progressing gradually. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm going to put 2 people here. And I'm gonna put 2 people on the space plane. And we're gonna start training one of our guys. So you're at crewed spacecraft and you're at crewed spacecraft. Actually, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was comparing them to the rocket. So I think that it might be a good choice to actually recheck this. It's all about the math of how you put people and where. Okay, space... Oh, no, like that. Yeah, she's actually good. And you would be better at crewed spacecraft. So actually, let's put you there and put the other guy in training. That seems like a better idea. So you can see that everyone is now put on a mission. Brady and Graham are working on the X-15 spaceplane, and Alexander and Mildred Landis are working on Explorer 1. And we're gonna start training Dante. Actually, this is a thing that I wonder about. Should I train them? Because from what I noticed, the cost of people is actually fixed. Even if you train them, the cost does not go up. And our current people are super expensive, 40 to 50. Especially Brady is, for what he's worth, he is really awful. So is Mildred, but I guess we're not gonna bother with this, at least not at this point. So let's put Dante on training. We will be very interested in rockets and space probes and crewed spacecraft, especially in the beginning, because this is for the for this X-15 spacecraft. Human-rated rockets are whatever takes a capsule up, and EVA suits are what they say. It's an EVA suit. I never seen this one in use, so that shows a lot about how far I got in the game. So actually, I'm gonna put you on rockets. We have an option to either put him on a continuous training. He will just improve and improve and improve and improve and improve and improve even more, or we can put him on a single training course which takes 3 seasons and would give him another 21%. So let's put him on a single training course. He's gonna be pretty good by the end. He's gonna have over 50%. So we have opened 2 programs and we have started the buildings. I think that actually is all there is for now to do. This shows us, manage programs. We can see that we have 2 open programs here. So things are okay. I'm happy with the beginning. We already spent quite a lot of our money, but it's gonna be fine. So end the first episode here. I'm sorry about a lot of talking, a lot of explanation, but I hope you guys are catching up what this game is all about. And I'm gonna see you in the next episode where we actually start playing the game a bit more, because now we have put the basics down and I can show you a bit of the advancements. So So I'll see you in the next episode, and if you have any questions, feel free to post them. I will answer every single logical question, and for the illogical ones, I will just make fun of you.